Hey folks, it's summertime. I want to take you through a smoking journey here. This is the first evolution of the Weber Smokefire. This was the first version that they came out with their wood pellet smart grills. This was a version 1. I have converted it to a version 2, so all the internal parts have been upgraded. But I want to take you through a walkthrough of how Weber started with the pellet grill. And we're going to evolve down the line to the smoker that we just built, the new Weber Smoque, and the replacement for the Smokefire, the new Searwood. Come closer, will you? Let's take a look.
Come closer. Closer.
Now, this is the EX6, so it is the larger version of the Searwood. You can see I put these folding shelves on the front. That is an add-on. And I did put a folding shelf on the side that was an additional add-on. If you open it up, you can see how much room is in here. I've cooked 4 sets of ribs on here. I've cooked 2 spiraled hams at the same time, a ton of burgers. There's just so much room in here to cook. Now, you can remove the top shelf if you have a big, tall spiral ham. To get that out of the way and get yourself some more room. I want to show you how this Smokefire worked and the internal working so you can see how Weber has evolved over time. Now this grill is about 4 or 5 years old and you can still see how good it really looks. You just have to clean it after every other cook that you do. I try to vac mine out after every cook. Now if you lift up this piece, you can see where the firebox is. Now this is where the wood pellets come out. The auger is mounted in the back, pushes it, slides it down the ramp right into the firebox where you can see the heating element down at the bottom there. So if you do take a look around, you'll notice a couple of things like true Weber people would notice. Standard flavorizer bars on each side, the nice thick heavy stainless steel grates, and a big flavorizer bar that goes across the middle to protect the cook box. Super solid lid. And if you come around the side here, you can see where the display is. This is your control unit. Underneath, you have room for 4 meat probes that can get your internal temp as you're cooking. And of course, this guy, since it is a smart grill, it'll hook up to the Weber app on your phone. I do want to show you where the original design, which is this Smokefire, had the wood pellets. They had a long trough design in the back. The only problem that I found with this over the years is because it's so long,
Phrasing.
the wood pellets don't always go down where they need to be.
Hey, phrasing.
Above the auger. So about every hour or so, I kind of come and just give it a bang on the side or just kind of move these guys towards where they need to go. Now with the new version of the Searwood, they did fix this particular issue by moving the hopper on the side of the grill. But I wanted to show you basically where Weber came from, the issues that they ran into with the Smokefire, and how they improved them for the new Smoque and the Searwood. Honestly, I still use this guy almost every day. This is my daily cooker. It can get up to 600 degrees. I cook burgers, dogs, and low and slow for ribs and brisket. Let's move on to the new Smoque. Here's the new Weber Smoque that we just built.
Smoke.
So you'll notice this is the smaller one. It does come in the same size, like an E6. But again, solid cover, real well made. Nice stainless steel racks. Now you can also see that the hopper is on the side, which gives you that straight down conical design. Well, come a little closer.
You can get a little closer, gang. I don't bite. Ow! Too close!
So let's take a look at the internals and how they're different. Inside the new Weber Smoque,
Smoke.
you can still see you have plenty of room to cook on the bottom rack while the top rack is installed. Perfect for 2 sets of ribs on the bottom, and you can cook sausage or meat or steaks on top. Now this guy here is a true smoker.
Smoke.
So it gets up to about 500 degrees, but really won't give you that sear that you're looking for. It's a low, slow smoking machine though.
Smoke.
Not now, Jerry.
So if we go ahead and take off this rack, you notice a couple of things that are different about this unit versus the older Smokefire. This one here does have the slots and mounts for a rotisserie. So you can mount a small rotisserie on here and have that going. If we take out the rack system here, you'll notice that the bottom is different as well. So in here, because it's a smoker,
Are you smoking yet?
it's more of an indirect cook. You have this nice big plate that catches all the drippings and focuses it down right into the chute where the grease trap is meeting at the bottom. So because it's a more indirect, low, slow cooker, you don't have that direct flame that's underneath it. But if we do move this out of the way, you can see it still has the fire box down here, which is still protected by a nice stainless steel piece. And that's where your heating element is. That's going to meet and greet with your wood pellets to get them smoked and burnt up. This is the chute that leads right down to the grease trap. Everything's real easy to clean. Nice stainless steel pieces inside. The biggest difference is that the hopper is side mounted. Direct chute all the way down to the auger at the bottom, and the auger just pulls it right over into the firebox. You'll see that red on the bottom side there, that's a clean out. So in case you have a jam or you need to do a real heavy cleaning of your hopper, you can empty out your wood pellets from there. The other thing that's a little different from this than the Smokefire is the grease trap is on the side on this one here. So this just comes right out. You can get to it, clean it out, replace your tin if you want. On the Smokefire, it was actually in the front. So down at the bottom here, this slid out and got you access to your drip pan down here. Now, you could also make sure to clean this out because a lot of wood ash does go down there. But because the new Smoque has a nice tight catch at the bottom, it doesn't gather that smoke ash, so you don't have to worry about any flame out from that. The control panel is a little different as well, right in front here instead of set back like it was on the Smokefire. This particular model has spot for 2 internal probes, and this one actually came with both of the probes for you. Has a mount for your utensils, and just about everything you need to start smoking as soon as you buy it, Weber gives it to you. Let's move on to the brand new Searwood, which our friends at Weber was gracious enough to give us one to test. I want to thank my friends at Weber for giving us this brand new Searwood. This is going to become my new daily smart grill. I want to show you the differences between this one and the original Smokefire and go through how excited I am to get this thing smoking. Let's get into it.
Well, let's get into it.
Again, with the beautiful stainless steel rack system, I really do like this tubular design. Again, plenty of room to cook ribs on the bottom while you're doing steaks up top. This is a smart grill. This is not just a smoker. This one can get up to 600 degrees. You can sear both sides of your steak. In fact, that might be the first cook that we do on this guy. So we're going to be doing another video very shortly on doing a burn-in on this one and some cooks. But for now, let's take out the top rack and take a look in the internal, and you can see the difference between this one, the Smoque, and the Smokefire. Now right off the bat, what do you notice? This is a smart grill, not a smoker, so it doesn't have that big plate that's in there for indirect heat, low and slow smoke. This has one big flavorizer bar right across. Nice stainless steel one as well. And if we take that out, you'll see underneath the new style firebox. And of course, in Weber fashion, this guy is solid. Nice giant piece of stainless steel construction, very heavy. We're going to pull that right out of the way. There's the firebox with the heating element underneath. You can see some more deflectors at the bottom that helps keep the base of the cook box clean and helps bring everything down to the drip tray, which is at the bottom. Also, because this grill does get hotter, it can get up to 600 degrees, you'll see on both sides it has some heat shields. So let's take a look at the undercarriage of this one so you can see where the drip pan is. So this one is a little more similar to the Smokefire. The drip pan is in the front. It just slides right out. But on top of that, you do see that there is a pull-out for the grease catch, and it doesn't have all that extra room on the side where ashes can collect, which is really nice. So if you pull this guy out, it's real easy to clean. Just take some degreaser and wipe it down. Real nice design. I do like that improvement. I also really like this powder-coated red trim. The Weber red gives it a nice flare. Let's take a look at the hopper. Again, with the hopper, you see it's on the side. That does fix the issue that I used to have with the Smokefire, with the back-mounted one. That was such a long trough. This one here, straight down conical design. You can see the auger right at the bottom. That's ready to receive the wood pellets. Does have the clean out as well on here, so you can do a real good cleaning in your hopper every once in a while. And on this one here, you have your control panel in the front. You can notice that there's a lot more options on this one with a full menu. Again, this is a smart grill, so it has a lot of functions and features. It does hook up to your phone, so you can monitor it and adjust temperature, but everything can also be done right from here. It does have a spot for 2 internal probes, which is fantastic. And if we take a look around the side here, it has the hooks on the back that you can mount that top rack if you're not using it. And at the bottom, you have the port for your cable. So for this model and the Smoque, the cable is in the same location. As far as the Searwood, it was up on the back of the hopper. And there you have it, folks. The entire Smart Grill and Smoque line from Weber. I can't thank Weber enough for getting us this Searwood so that we could play with it, build it, get familiar with it. And in my next video, I'm going to do the initial burn-in on that Searwood and cook some killer food. I'm still going to keep my old Smokefire. It's a tried and true thing. It's about 4 or 5 years old. Still looks just about as good as the day I got it. This guy here, the new Smoque, is on its way to the hardware store right now, in case you are looking for one and are local. And in our next video, I got so excited that this guy could take the rotisserie that I went out and bought one right away. So we're going to be doing the burn-in, the initial burn-in phase for this one. We're going to get some ribs on it. We're going to get some steaks on it. And find out what we can put on this rotisserie. Tell me it's summer without telling me it's summer. Get some smokers in your yard and you'll be good to go. It's your hardware captain signing out, saying nothing tastes better than smoking on a Weber. See you next time.